Dun, live, 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 live. Wonder why it takes so long. Sometimes I don't get it. Sometimes it takes like 2 seconds, and then sometimes it's like, oh, keep spinning the wheel, keep spinning the. Anyway, OMG, it's been like 9 months, probably 12. I don't know. I didn't even look. I don't really want to look. I'm working through just being here. So like, let's not like kick the horse while it's down. Like it's not necessary. Dog, whatever. Anyway, I hope all 5 of the subscribers are doing great. I hope you're living your best life and have been since the last time I told you how I think life is going and what you might need to think about in order to do good in life and be good people and all that fun stuff. Obviously, I didn't keep up my end of the bargain and actually do the thing once a week, but hey, stuff happens. You get in your brain case, and all of a sudden, you're weird, man. So, like, remember, forgive yourself a little bit. You be truthful, but you don't have to be mean to yourself. Because if you're mean to yourself, you're probably gonna be mean to everyone else too. Not particularly a good idea. So that being said, had some thoughts more recently than the last. Who knows when it actually started? The idea gets in your brain somewhere back here and takes however long to go all the way out. I don't know. Maybe a while. Maybe it's been, since the last time I put it started in my brain. But recently, more recently, still not like in the last couple days, because again, with the, oh, do I get on? I haven't been on. I feel bad. I said I was going to do a thing and then I do it. Anyway, so games, playing games. Games are good. I like games. Me personally, you know me. Games are my jam. I had a thought, an idea. When I was driving down the road here in lovely Phoenix, Arizona, watching myself to make sure I don't get cut off by some older person who maybe shouldn't be driving, but hey, that's when you live in the Sun Belt, that kind of stuff happens, whatever. You just got to let it go. So, not to say that life is a game, because that kind of takes some of the more serious aspects of, life when, you don't get to restart it. In most games you do. And, well, as far as I know, you don't get to restart it, maybe. But whatever, that's outside of our purview. So, with that possible exception in mind, there are some things about life that is kind of game-esque, right? There's some rules. Some of them are put in place by the universe at large. Some of them are put in place by us as society. Some of them are put in place by ourselves, like you. Knowing the rules of the game that you're playing is the most important part of playing the game. Because when you know what the rules are, you know which ones you can bend, and I'm not super advocating for you to break rules willy-nilly, but like knowing the rules and the purpose of the game is like a very important part, because that gives you more information is always good, right? We want to think, the more stuff you have going in, that way you can make better decisions and process it and do better coming out. So, for instance, when you're driving on the road, probably as long as it's in like a quote developed country and whatnot, the rules of the road have a purpose. They have a design in mind. It's not the one that you think it is. Probably it might be. Maybe you do. But like, the purpose of the rules of the road are to get the most people to their destination in a relatively efficient manner without costing lives, human lives specifically. It would be kind of cool if we cared a little bit more about our pet lives, at least in my opinion. But hey, that's also like a personal thing, and like stuff happens. I understand, and stuff happens with humans too. especially here. Like, so it's a kind of a, you got to know what the rules are. You got to understand what the purpose of the rules are. The rules are not there just to hamper you. Although sometimes certain police, not even officers, the organizations may kind of treat that like the rules are there in order to gain resources vis-a-vis, taxing, if someone went a little fast, well, write them a ticket. Someone parked incorrectly, which is part of the rules of the road, write them a ticket. I can get, especially as like an end user, like feeling like the rules are not designed with like what I just said as the end goal, like getting everyone there safely as possible, and efficiently, sort of. Like, I get that you might see them as this restrictive thing, it's down on you, but expand out. What's the whole purpose of the game of driving? Like I said, the game of driving is that we should hopefully all be able to get to where we're going without like Mad Maxing it and having to have like, spikes on our cars and be able to ram another vehicle with our, our vehicle. That's not really what the purpose is. The purpose is for like us to be able to move about in a relatively efficient manner. So to that end, when you get pulled over, like I did a couple weeks ago for going like a little too fast, like it's not, you're breaking the rule. Now I get it. Sometimes we break rules. That's why I said you got to know what the rule system is designed to do in order to be able to bend and break those rules that might seem silly at a time. Like, if you were shot and you were driving to the hospital, hopefully someone else is driving you there. We don't need you to bleed out while you're driving and then into the road. But like, if you are rushing to get someone help, most of the time the police officers, I'm going to fix this because it's annoying me. The other way. Oh yeah, maybe that's better. That's better. Oh, now I messed it up. Boo, Jordan. Anyway, most of the time the police officers are not gonna be really upset at you for that, because like if you're injured and you're trying to run to the hospital, they're gonna kind of get it. So like you can break a rule then, bend the rule, whatever. Just driving 90 in a 65. I was not doing 90 I was doing 81. I will or 80, whatever he said 80-ish, so we'll go with 80-ish. Like I was late for work, trying to get to work on time. Not the bestest of reason, but like, hey, okay, I had an idea, and I told him, this is what I said to the officer, and it doesn't really make it right. It's like I don't feel like I was being unsafe, and he kind of semi-agreed. I don't think he could necessarily say that at the time, and he was like, just make sure you're watching what you're doing. Not knowing what the rule set is designed for leads you to break rules that you shouldn't be breaking. So like, I wasn't cutting people off. I wasn't tailgating. I wasn't, like being super aggressive. I was going a little fast, in the left lane, and, kind of got a knock for it. But hey, that happens. When you also break rules, you maybe want to reconsider being upset at the people that find out that you break them, and when they like get upset at you, because remember, you've signed up for now I get some of these rules we didn't sign up for. There are people of color that didn't sign up for the fact that in this country, even why, but that's not the purpose of this one. They can't buy a house because redlining, and that definitely isn't part of the stated rules, like in the list of the rules. That's not there. It's something that has been applied onto the outside. That rule set should, I get it. You want to be able to break that rule every time and like mess it up because it's not even a real rule. Knowing what the rule set is for is one of like it's high up there. You got to get it's one of those important things. If you know why the rules exist, then you can modify. If you don't understand, if you just think that the reason why we have rules on the road is so cops can make more money, then like you're missing part of the puzzle, and you're never going to be able to work past the problems that the rule set has. Like the fact that our rule set shouldn't include the fact that certain people can get jobs and certain people can't get jobs. Certain people can get houses and other people can't get houses. Like that's kind of dumb, and it's kind of ridiculous, especially when we're supposed to be we're like this team mentality that we all have. We should need to expand to the whole team as all of people, so we can all do better, because that's how we get better as a society. That's how we get better as a species. Like, we need to work with the rules, make better rules, even, in order to facilitate the fact that we can do more things. Like, that's what the whole rule set stuff is for. We have some rules that are, like I said, kind of given to us from, some of you are going to say on high, some of you are going to say they emerged up, whatever. I don't really care how they got here, but speed of light, that's a rule. Those are one of those rules that we're never going to I shouldn't say never break, but hey, it's going to be kind of difficult and weird to figure out our way around those. Some things are never going to change. We probably should not go around murking people because we disagree with them from a philosophical or political or religious whatever standpoint. It just does not, we've kind of decided that, there are certain rules that work pretty good for the species overall. I want to say behoove, but that's not really the word I'm looking for there. I would just ask that you think about the rules that you're going through and you're applying to your own life. Remember, you can apply your rules to you. You can't apply them. I don't know how many more times we're going to have this discussion about people trying to apply rules to other people, in different situations. Or I don't know, in Missouri, Texas, and a couple other states with this abortion stuff. But hey, man, we'll see what happens. But let's think through the rules and how you're approaching other people with your rules, with the rules in general. Think through how your actions are going to affect people down the line, people that you've never even met before. Remember, those people that you've never met before is just you living in a different body from a different time. That's kind of part of our shtick here. So let's be cognizant of the fact that some people need more rules. Some people need to live in a very strict. They need the box. Anyway, that's all I got for you this week. I'm gonna try real hard to be. I shook my head no as I'm saying I'm doing anything. That's probably that's not good. I'm going. Let's do some cognitive behavioral therapy. I'm going to. There we go. Maybe it might be from Zion. Oh, hopefully I'm going to. I'll let a video from there. It's a secret. Shh. Anyway, I hope you've all been fabulous and you're loving each other and helping each other learn new and exciting things since the last time I was here. Yeah, that would be great if you did that. And if you haven't, that's okay. Because like I said, I've done goofed and not been on when I said I'll be on and doing the things that I said I would do. So I get it. Remember, give yourself some slack. Maybe not too much slack. Maybe I should do less slack on some things, more on others. But hey, also got a new job and all this other fun stuff. So maybe I should. But hey, whatever. I'm here now. I'm doing it now. We're going to worry about. Can't fix what happened before, so let's just kind of move forward. All right, that's what I got for you all. I hope you're having a great time. Remember, I love you, and I love all the people around you, and all the people that you don't like. Remember, you probably I'm gonna try to love them, and you should try to as well. All right, be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.